Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a full and detailed review of the 2026 Honda Super Cub C400. Now, you might be wondering, is this a car or a motorcycle? Well, the Honda Super Cub C400 is actually a premium step-through motorbike, but because of its comfort, style, and advanced features, it often blurs the lines between basic two-wheelers and something more refined. So let's take a close look at what makes this machine stand out in the crowded urban commuter market. Let's start by appreciating how Honda has remained true to its legacy while introducing modern flair. The Super Cub design dates back to 1958, and the 2026 version keeps that iconic silhouette alive. The rounded front fairing, curved body panels, and upright seating position make it instantly recognizable. You can tell at first glance that this is a Super Cub, but the detailing has taken a big step forward. This year's model comes with all LED lighting, from the headlight to the turn indicators to the taillight. The visibility is excellent, especially in low light conditions, and the lighting adds a clean, modern look to the retro frame. The paint options on this model are worth mentioning, too. You've got colors like Pearl Organic Green and Pearl Cadet Gray that pay homage to the Cub's historical color palette, but with a much cleaner, high-gloss finish. There's also a lot of chrome accenting around the mirrors and muffler, giving the Cub a slightly upscale feel. The 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels come with machined finishes and thick spokes, making them both attractive and durable. The attention to detail in the visual styling is really impressive. Honda clearly knows that for many buyers, this bike is a style statement as much as it is a practical vehicle. Moving on to the rider experience, the Super Cub C400 features a semi-digital instrument cluster that includes a gear indicator, fuel gauge, and odometer. It's simple, legible, and doesn't overwhelm you with information. The seat is plush and comfortable, optimized for solo riding, though it can be modified for a passenger with some aftermarket accessories. The riding posture is upright, natural, and very beginner-friendly, which is part of why the Super Cub has such a loyal following. In terms of performance, the 2026 model features a 109cc single-cylinder, fuel-injected engine. It's air-cooled and mated to a 4-speed semi-automatic gearbox, which means there's no clutch lever, just shift gears with your foot. This setup is great for new riders and city commuting. The power output won't blow you away, but that's not the point here. The engine is incredibly smooth, fuel-efficient, and durable. It delivers around 9 horsepower, which is more than enough for urban roads and light cruising. One of the things that really stands out is how light this bike is. At just under 100 kilograms, it's incredibly easy to maneuver. Tight turns, narrow lanes, and crowded traffic become much less stressful, especially for smaller or newer riders. Despite its compact build, the Super Cub C400 feels surprisingly solid, thanks in part to its steel backbone frame and balanced weight distribution. The suspension setup includes telescopic front forks and twin rear shocks, tuned to provide a smooth and comfortable ride over potholes and uneven surfaces. The brakes are simple but effective. You've got drum brakes at the rear and a disc brake up front, assisted by a combined braking system, which helps evenly distribute stopping force. This makes the bike both safe and predictable when braking suddenly. While it's not a high-performance machine, the balance between control, comfort, and ease of use makes it a standout in the daily commuter segment. Now let's talk about efficiency, one of the biggest reasons people consider this bike in the first place. The Super Cub C400 is incredibly fuel efficient. You can expect over 100 miles per gallon, or roughly 1.5 to 1.8 liters per 100 kilometers, depending on how you ride. The fuel tank holds around 3.7 liters, which may not sound like a lot, but it gives you a solid range for city commuting before needing to refuel. It's ideal for students, city workers, or anyone looking to keep transportation costs low without sacrificing style or reliability. On to pricing, this is where the Super Cub C400 really shines. The 2026 model comes in at around $4,000 USD, depending on the market and any applicable taxes or dealership fees. That might seem steep for a small bike, but when you consider the build quality, engineering, and longevity Honda delivers, it's actually a solid investment. Plus, maintenance costs are low, spare parts are widely available, and you're getting a vehicle that has been tested and refined over decades. So to wrap things up, the 2026 Honda Super Cub C400 is a fantastic choice for anyone who values classic design, bulletproof engineering, and affordable daily transportation. It's not trying to be the fastest or most high-tech bike on the road, but it absolutely nails the essentials. Whether you're a first-time rider, someone looking for a second commuter vehicle, or a collector who appreciates the Cub's heritage, this model hits all the right notes. Honda has once again proven that innovation doesn't always mean changing everything.